Google recently announced Gemini Flash. That's the new size in Gemini models family that's supposed to be very cost efficient, very fast, and very good. And I want to test it out today. Hi, I'm Tomek, and in today's video I will focus at the beginning with comparison of Gemini Flash to some other models very quickly, and then I will try to test it myself. Since this is a multimodal, it can handle text, image, audio and video as an input or combination of those, and I'm going to test it out. And if you don't have time to watch everything, be sure to check out the video section because I think this is the most impressive. Alright, I hope you're gonna enjoy the video. Recently announced Gemini 1.5 Flash becomes generally available and it already has been tested. There are first results for large model systems organization for chatbot area leaderboard, and as you can see, Gemini 1.5 Pro and Advanced is doing very good, and Flash version is on number 9, which at the first glance doesn't look very exciting, right? But when you compare the prices of all the other models above that versus the capability of the model, well, that changes a lot. And let me give you a quick example. Let's ask the question. Let's assume there is a Jenny who has 7 brothers. Each brother has 2 sisters. How many sisters does Jenny have? And we've got a perfectly nice answer from a Gemini 1.5 Flash with a short but very logical explanation. Now, let me ask the same question via Playground on OpenAI to GPT-4 model, which is, well, quite more expensive. And if we ask the question, pretty much the same question, we've got the wrong answer. Jenny has 2 sisters. It would make sense if Jenny was a boy, but let's say Jenny is a girl, just to make 100% clear. And still, the answer is wrong with the logical mistake in the answer. And you might think that's not a big deal, right? Sometimes one model outperforms the other, sometimes the other model is better than the first one. But when you start comparing prices for GPT-4, $30 per input and $60 per 1 million output tokens versus what Gemini 1.5 Flash is priced for, which is roughly 35 cents per 1 million tokens input and $1.05 per 1 million tokens output, you would expect model which is more than 50 times more expensive to be pretty much always right. And as we can see on the screen, that's not always the case. And to be fair to OpenAI, GPT-4 is not the newest model. It's very well known, but not the newest one, and currently very expensive to be used. If we use the newest available model, GPT-4o, I'm expecting to see much better answer, and I've got the correct one on the screen with detailed explanation and good logic, which is good. But still, comparing the price of GPT-4o to Gemini 1.5 Flash, we still see huge difference. It's not like 20 or 30%. It is actually 10 times or more than 10 times more expensive to use GPT-4o compared to Gemini 1.5 Flash. And for POC, it doesn't really matter, but for the scalable solution, it matters a lot. Of course, the price is at the time of recording of this video. Always verify the price at the time you want to use the products, right? All right, let me clean some of those tabs and let's verify ourselves how good the model actually is. I'm going to start with text as an input and obviously text as an output. So pretty much asking the question, explain me what machine learning is. Very fast, we've got very detailed answer. And let's continue the conversation. Let's assume I would need something a bit more simplified. So explain it to me like I'm 5. And pretty much instantly I got the answer with a simple explanation. And maybe the third test and make a poem about it. And we've got a nice poem. Well, actually, if it's nice or not, it's not my cup of tea. It's hard for me to judge, but let me know what you think in the comment section. All right, so text in, text out, acting as a large language model. Results are great. Okay, time for something a bit more ambitious. Right now I will upload an image, and not like predefined or prepared image for me. That's the image I took at my local bakery and it's quite tricky one. As you can see, it has some reflections, etc., because there was a glass between me and those objects, and the image has been taken in Poland, so it has Polish description, right? Nonetheless, let's try to verify what are my options based on that image and see what the model will come up with. All right, and we've got an answer, and it's very nice. It has information what's on each shelf with original name and English translation. So let's take it to the next step and ask how much I have to pay if I want to take 2 strawberry cakes and 3 vanilla cream puffs. So basic mathematical skills as well, right? Based on those price tags. And I've got a very nice breakdown with detailed information and Polish price. And maybe the third question, asking about the rough estimate of the cost in US dollars. Now, obviously, the model doesn't have the access to current currencies, but it gives me the raw estimate with the timestamp of the date when it got the information, which is great. All right, let's move on to the third test. Analyzing videos are the most impressive for me, so we're going to actually analyze 3 short videos. The first one is the camera from my backyard. As you can see, there was a bowl of strawberries on the table. I picked it up and I took that inside. Now the video goes for around a minute, not much more interesting going on, but let me upload the whole video and ask some questions about what just happened. And I want to really test if the model can really understand what's going on in the video. So I will ask the question, what happens to the strawberries? And I'm not saying where strawberries are, etc. Not giving any hints. I'm just asking what happens to the strawberries. And after a few seconds, I get the perfect answer. The man picks up the strawberries and takes them inside. So let's check if the model can also pick up the timestamp of that action, and we've got a detailed answer for that as well, which is great. And maybe let's do some follow-up question of describe the man, what was he wearing, etc., etc. And I was wearing the t-shirt with the palm graphic on it, shorts and flip-flops. And yeah, and we've got superb answer, right? There is an information about the palm tree design on my t-shirt, black flip-flops, shorts, dark brown hair, maybe not very dark, but it's quite close. That was fun, so let's try with another video. This time I'm walking up the stairs and there's a toy car on one of the steps. I will use this short video. As you saw, the quality is definitely not the best, but nonetheless I will use that video and try to analyze it with Gemini as well. Using obviously the Flash model, since that's the video about today, I will ask very generic question. Is there anything out of order in this video? So I'm not giving any hints what I'm looking for, something that is unusual. And there you go. It appears the ambulance car is driving down the stairs, which is not safe. Perfect answer. Maybe it wasn't driving, but it was definitely on the stairs. And describe the car in more details. We got very good bigger explanation with information the car appears to be in the good condition, which is actually correct. And maybe the last question, can you tell me on which step the car is located, right? And it was on the second from the top. The ambulance car is on the second step from the top. Perfect answer. I have to admit, this is quite impressive. And I have to do a final comparison to OpenAI because I cannot find a way to analyze video simply with the API interface, right? So from the programmatical point of view, the only workaround I was able to find, kind of workaround, is to extract frames from the video. So sending pretty much bunch of images stating that those are frames from the video, please analyze that. If there's a better way, please let me know in the comments, because this feels a little bit like a workaround and we are losing audio in the background. And speaking about audio, I think it's time for the final test. No, not this one. Not this one either. Yes, that's what I want to eat. Let's do the final video analysis. Let's verify how well Gemini Flash can understand video together with audio. So in this case, I had some food options in front of me, and I was clearly stating which one seems appealing to me. So I will upload that particular video and ask the question of what are the food options and what's preferred choice by the author of the video, right? So once the video is ready, I think the tokenization is in the progress. Okay, once the video is ready, we've got a perfect answer. The food options are cucumber, apple, and tomato. The author prefers tomato. It is really, really nice. All right, let's move on. If you want to utilize the model yourself, you can also use Google AI Studio as I did in this video, but there's also another way to access the model, and it is through Google Cloud. And in Google Cloud, you have to navigate to Vertex AI. There's a section called Vertex AI Studio, when you also have an access to Gemini models, including the Flash version. You might wonder which approach is better for you. I made a separate video about that, and the link is in the description and hopefully at the end of this video. But the long story short is that if you look for a more enterprise-ready solution and scalable solution, Google Cloud will have it all, right? And Google AI Studio is good for fast prototyping, creating kind of POC, and just, verifying the model. This seems like a good place to finish. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I hope I piqued your interest to check out the model yourself. I think it has very nice price to quality ratio. That being said, of course, with some complex logics, more advanced models can outperform this one, but they, they are much more expensive. So depending on your use case, this might be the sweet spot of what you are looking for. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Be sure to check out the quick start video with Gemini, Flash, and Python, and have a great day. Bye bye.